Americans are celebrating their independence from England this weekend, but a British tradition is gaining popularity on social media, even here in the States. Influencer William Hanson teaches his 6 million followers the finer points of British etiquette, from table manners to how to conduct oneself in business meetings. Well, that success led him to write a new book, Just Good Manners, which is now out here in the United States. Ramy Inocencio sat down with Hanson in London to learn more and to test his own etiquette over high tea.
Do you have the right wrist motion when stirring tea? So many people get it wrong.
Witty William Hanson.
Add your butter.
Is Britain's famed fountainhead, schooling the world on the kingdom's rules of etiquette and respectful manners.
Well, welcome to the Goring.
Thank you very much.
Steps from Buckingham Palace at London's luxury Goring Hotel, he shared his top takeaway about talkative Americans.
You're very loud over here, and we're a very small country.
So, to Americans coming over,
just keep it down. If I can hear a conversation halfway across a tube carriage, you are speaking too loudly.
Would it be polite to say, "Excuse me"?
Oh no, we would sort of in our heads be plotting their slow and eventual painful death, but we wouldn't actually say anything to them. When eating spaghetti...
But he's been saying a lot to many around the world, with more than 6 million followers on Instagram and TikTok. William discovered he adored Britain's societal rules at the tender age of 12, from a Christmas gift.
And my late grandmother gave me a book of etiquette, and it was actually very funny, and I very quickly read the entire thing. You know, I couldn't tell you anything about geography or history, but if you needed to know that a tablecloth for a buffet has to go to the floor, that was a little fact that I could remember. It was, of course, as it normally is, Queen Victoria who...
And now he trains the rich and the royals of the world as director of the UK's premier etiquette training school, called the English Manor.
Did you know it is not good etiquette to...
And he just released his latest book, titled Just Good Manners, in the US. Its ultimate lesson is quite simple.
Some people may think that when you talk about etiquette, that it might be a little bit elitist.
If practiced properly, etiquette is inclusive, not exclusive.
He says it guides our actions to be more respectful of every person.
If you think that treating people with respect, courtesy, charm, civility and decorum is not relevant, that's fine, but I would like you to go and live on a different planet. Well, how lovely, look at this.
All right, here we are.
Please.
Oh, thank you.
And William gave My Manners a masterclass audit.
Beautiful.
I'd like to ask you to stir your tea, and I'll just see what you naturally do.
All right.
Ah, like that. Okay.
I heard the of judgment.
No,
but tell me. Yes, exactly.
So generally we go back and forth in a delicate 6-12 motion is what we want, making very little noise.
I feel I've achieved level 1.
You have achieved level 1. Let's go to level 2, which is picking up the cup. Okay, stop. So just pop that down.
What? I already messed up something.
Yes. So we're going to pinch. Okay, so we want to pinch.
Pinch.
So we're going to use these 3 fingers.
Okay.
We're going to pinch our thumb and our index finger.
And reminding me, like a mother, more than once.
Elbow tucked in.
Tucked in.
Yes, lovely.
That wasn't tucked in. That tastes so much better.
Exactly. You see, it tastes better if you hold the teacup properly. They're going to go.
Many of William's lessons focus on the British way of eating.
Knife, we are going to spear some peas individually.
From peas,
remember, it's finger food,
to pastries, and the edible epitome of English refinement.
As an American, you probably call them something different to what we call them.
Yes, scone.
Scone. Okay, well, it's the King's English, and he says scone, so we're going to say scone. To split this scone in 2, what would you naturally do?
I'd pick up my knife, I would hold this in my hand, and I would cut it lengthwise.
Don't do that, please. Instead, we're going to break it with the hands.
So and mind where you spread your cream.
And you're doing it in the air, which is novel. So what I would suggest you do is maybe just do it on the plate. There we go.
Okay.
Going for a lot of cream, and that's fine. Your arteries will thank you later.
And there's one thing we are all doing wrong as we end our time with champagne.
We're not going to clink. You see a lot of people clinking. No, because you're drinking from delicate crystal glassware. It's not designed to be smashed together, but it would be bad manners for if, let's say, you went to clink with me and me to...
And you said no.
No. So I just have to go along with it.
I would take quite offense to that.
Exactly, yeah. I go along with it, die a little bit inside, but sort of just do it politely.
Okay.
And you see, that's really the whole point of manners, is considering other people. Getting into a habit where you're thinking about other people before you think about yourself. I think that's really the name of the game.
The doyen of British do's and don'ts has spoken for a kinder, classier world. For CBS Saturday Morning, I'm Ramy Inocencio in London.
I learned so much, and I think this is how
it's
sort
hard
of the
to- I don't
modified
know if
version.
you can do it with these mugs.
These mugs are a little tough, but
You
it's
need
like
your elbow down is part of the problem.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, it's all right. I absolutely adored him, and I love that he died a little bit inside on a few things. And Ramy, I'm with you. Everything I would have done, he would have been said like that. No, not like that.
No, I got the scone right.
Scone
The
versus
scone, because I rip it open and lather all that stuff on there.
We're very loud.
Yes, we are.
very loud
And I would be telling the person what they're doing wrong. Yeah, that's me.